2015!
Tinder is the first out. Oh, this is brilliant stuff. Looks like Steve-O would take second place at the moment.
Come on, Joe!
Louise Hazel chasing him. And she's got on the inside. Where's Louise Thompson?
Oh no, there's a huge crash.
I've just got really bad pain in my chest.
Down goes Thunderworld.
We're saying goodbye to Steve-O. The golden ticket's yours, Mike. A free pass to the final.
This looks like a joke. It's humiliating.
It's going to be a horrendous event. Snowboarding shouldn't be an event. I'm going to rip it up.
My arse cheeks are absolutely killing me.
I'm going to do everything it takes to get into that final.
I'm here to win.
I can smell blood.
I really don't like this.
Probably one of the worst sports I've ever done in my life. There's so much pain involved, and I don't like it anymore.
Oh, my snowball! My snowball's in the river!
Hello and welcome to the jump live from Austria! It is semi-final night. I'm back in the Alpine Lodge. All our celebrities are hoping to get a firm grip on our massive bell. On Friday, Steve-O fell foul of the air jump and Mike bought a golden ticket. A golden ticket that Mike didn't even want, did you?
I didn't want it, I did want the snowboard. But I kicked back, I went to the spa, had a nice day, these guys were all out in the workout.
No, they're all like that. And tonight, our semi-finalists face a challenge never before seen on the jump. For the first time ever, they're going to be snowboarding. It's just another exciting first, that's all. We wouldn't want you to be bored. Unfortunately, Dom is standing in for Engelbert. Are you all right, Dom?
I'm fine, yeah.
Engelbert can make it for the moment. He is on his way, but the snow is so bad that Louis always has to be the centre of attention. Three are going to be facing the jump tonight. One is going to leave. Trust me, none of them want to leave at this stage. They've worked so hard to get here. So let's find out all about it. Graham Bell, take your skis in one hand, your pole in the other, and tell all.
Just when they thought they'd got to grips with skiing, we're now throwing snowboarding in the mix. All of the skills that you learned can be thrown out of the window. Snowboarding was invented when surfers took their surfboards onto the snow and rode them down a mountain. When the sport developed, they were seen as the bad boys of the slopes. Snowboarding is the sport where we have had the most success recently, particularly now that we have an Olympic medalist in Jenny Jones. Our competitors will be competing in a banked head-to-head slalom event. The first across the line will be the winner. The competitors start on top of the course like a giant half-pipe and then move their way down big banked corners that throw the riders from one edge to the other. The speeds are around about 30 to 40 miles an hour. The whole of their legs are going to be burning by the time they reach the finish. When it goes wrong, you go down hard. There's only two edges, your toe edge and your heel edge. You catch an edge, you either flip straight onto your face or you catapult back onto the back of your head. This is going to be a huge test for some of our experienced skiers. They might think they can get around the mountain on skis, but on a snowboard, they're going to be like lost children.
Our celebrities are going to be paired up according to their training times. The pairs are going to race head-to-head in the snowboard slalom, and the winner in each race will go through to tomorrow night's final. But the loser will face the jump to stay in the competition, and that means that one person is going to be leaving tonight. Believe me, I mean, they have put so much into this. They do not want to leave at this stage. It would be heartbreaking. With me, I've got Jenny Jones, everyone! Olympic genius, medalist. Jenny, what's it been like? Because they found snowboarding so hard.
It is hard, especially with such a small amount of time to try and learn. But I'm impressed. They gave it a good go.
I mean, how different is it to skiing? Because actually it's levelled out the playing field completely, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think some people are shocked at not picking it up as quickly as they hoped, and other people are flying.
Was that Louise?
No. Oh, Louise, bless her. She's really
such a good
tried.
skier, though. It must be so frustrating for her.
I do think that frustrated her, yeah. But she likes the heel edge. She's good at the heel edge.
Oh, look, she's looking over at Louise going, I'm trying to say nice. Now, our celebrities are hoping to be crowned the Jump Champion 2015 in tomorrow night's final. So let's get to this semi-final right now with our first snowboarding head-to-head and find out who's in it.
The name's Essex. Snowy Essex.
First day of snowboarding, and as usual, Joey has found his very unique way of doing things.
I don't know what's going on. When I first got to Austria, I thought, yes, snowboard's gonna be a thing. It's got like loads of swag involved, you look cool in it, you look good. But since doing it, I hate it. Crap, I mean, it hurts my bum. I don't ever want to do it again. So I'm trying to work out another way that I can get down the hill, but don't snowboard on the board. Right. Beauty.
What are you saying?
I used to be a really good sledger.
It's a snowboarding event, not a sledging event.
I'm the best at this. I'm the best. I'm the best thing. Oh, my snowballs! My snowballs! Help! My snowballs in the river! I didn't know it'd go so fast and so quick and so far. Now it's in the river.
Mate, if you don't get your finger out, you don't man up and stand on the snowboard and ride down that track, you're definitely going to be in the jump.
The pairings for the snowboard semi-finals have been decided. Race 1 will be Joey Essex against Louise Thompson.
Yes! Yes! It's a semi-final, and this is the ultimate Essex versus Chelsea battle.
I felt pretty badly during the ski cross. No, I'm not okay. I was so close to just calling quits on the whole show. It's been really difficult to recover from the ski cross. I'm a really competent skier and I still managed to fall really hard on the ski cross course, so I'm nervous about snowboarding. Don't want to face injuring myself. I can hardly breathe right now.
So it's Essex versus Chelsea.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Listen, I've got to talk to you because I was so in awe of you the other night. You got up after that horrible crash and you did that second race in breakneck time. How were you feeling at the time?
I've never been in shock like that before. I couldn't stop shaking and I couldn't breathe properly. So I'm just really proud of myself for picking myself up. And getting to the semi-final is insane.
Was it quite tough watching that back?
Yeah, that's actually brought back a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
So it is, yeah, it's been a crazy roller coaster.
How hard was it to pick yourself up again the next day and come back?
I mean, I really didn't want to. My whole body was aching so much. Getting out of bed was a struggle, but you've got to do it. You've got to push through.
Well, you did do it. You pushed through. Stacey's behind going, go on, Louise. One's a pretty reality TV star with beautifully manicured nails. The other is a pretty reality TV star with beautifully manicured nails. It's Louise T, it's Joey, it's race time. Over to Barry in the commentary box.
Welcome to Brighton sunny Kutai. This is the course facing our semi-finalists. It's 400 metres long with a series of short, sharp turns, 4 to the left, 3 to the right, before the snowboarders hit the finish. How many will get down in one piece? The first of our snowboard slalom semi-final races, it's Joey Essex against Louise Thompson. And all credit to Louise Thompson. Considerable bravery here after her problems with the ski cross, her fall. And Joey Essex, well, I ask you, what can we expect from him? So away they go, and Louise immediately catches a toe edge and goes down. So Joey comfortably away on his own, although not looking too comfortable on the board, it should be said. Louise up on her feet again, oh, down once more. Joey's in the last third of the course. Louise is not even halfway yet. She's going very slowly, and here comes Joey going a little bit too quick. Oh, he's down. Now this is Louise's chance. Slashed it up. One more. Down she goes again. He has a quick look to see where she is, and he goes over the jump. He comes to the finish. Goodness me, he's finished, and at least he doesn't have to fish his board out of the river. And down eventually, in not the greatest style, has to be said. Safety first from Louise Thompson, but can you blame her?
Well done! I fell like 3 times. I can't snowboard.
Essex beats Chelsea. Congratulations, Joey, you're in the final!
Yes.
How are you feeling about that?
Well, I don't know, because it's weird, because I only had 3 hours of snowboarding that day, and that's how I won it. And I quit snowboarding through the whole show, and I did not know, have a clue how to snowboard the whole time.
And you even attempted the jump, which you didn't have to.
Yeah, well, I took the ramp around, I don't know why.
Well, listen, well done, Joey. You're through to the final. Sadly, Louise T, that means that you are facing the jump again. Like, how many times are you going to have to do
I
this?
think this is my 5th time, so...
It's crazy. Joey's not done it once.
I know, that's what I'm most annoyed about.
That's what I want to do.
So listen, you go and get
So
ready.
what,
Give
let's
it
get
up, everybody, for Louise T and Joey, everyone! So Joey's going to be joining Mike in our live grand final. One person's going to walk away tomorrow as champion. But our celebrities have all given so much to this competition, and we sort of felt that certain contributions deserved special recognition with an induction into the official Jump Hall of Fame. So our first inductee for throwing herself into this competition, literally head first, it's Stacey.
I think I might have cut my nose a little.
Also so stylishly recovering from the cut nose.
I was so glad I beat Steve-O. I was just like, yes.
Were you too busy just gloating to worry about the cut?
I was celebrating. I forgot that my whole face was messed up.
What's been your favourite part of being part of the jump?
Everything. I've absolutely loved it all. I got to learn things I never would have learned. I made amazing friends. I've loved the whole thing.
Well, we've all loved you. And here it is, your picture. You are being inducted into the Hall of Fame with greats such as Sir Steve Redgrave,
Wow.
Joey McElderry, who was Joe McElderry, who was obviously the winner last year, and Melinda, who had possibly the funniest crash that I've ever seen. Could you please put that up on the wall? OK, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Next into the Hall of Fame for blazing genuine trails and achieving actual world firsts, it's John Allen.
And now really a moment of history as John Allen Butterworth becomes the first above-elbow amputee to ever compete in the skeleton. Really good line there. Oh, and he's plowed on the pace and going really well. Oh, he deserves a standing ovation. But
It feels like so long ago, doesn't it, skeleton?
Feels absolutely so long ago, like another lifetime.
Did you ever think that you would be here now doing so well?
I thought the possibility to get close to the final, but you know, to make it this close, yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, it's so exciting. Listen, here it is. We're going to put you up there with the others on the Hall of Fame. John Allen, everybody. Next into the Hall of Fame purely for still being alive at this point. It is Mike, and here's why. Is it over, Mike? Is it over? Can I look again?
It's over.
I literally, I don't think I've ever watched it all the way through. I can't watch it.
It's weird. I like watching it.
Oh, crazy, okay. Listen, congratulations, Louis, shush. Congratulations up there on the Wall of Fame. Congratulations! Right, those are our first 2015 Hall of Fame inductees. We'll have more later. After the break, John Allen and JB take on the snowboard slalom for a place in tomorrow night's live final. And our semis getting harder by the minute. Don't go anywhere. Semi-final of the jump. Our celebrities are going head-to-head in our first ever snowboard slalom. The band have arrived! They're here! Engelbert! They've arrived. Snow has not stopped our band. Now, before the break, Joey won his head-to-head and will be joining Mike in tomorrow night's final. Louise T lost that race and is about to face the jump again. Three are going to be jumping tonight. The one who jumps the furthest will be in the final. The other two will have to jump again to stay in the competition, but one will go tonight. So Louise T is ready at the top. Over to Barry and Eddie in the commentary box.
yes, she's up on the K24 jump, the middle jump. It'll be her fourth time. She's done 15.5 twice and 60 metres once, but Eddie, not in conditions like this.
That's right, these conditions are very testing. Not only is it more easy for the goggles to steam up on the inside, but you've got snow falling on the outside of the lens, making it very difficult to see. And if you can't spot your landing, that's going to be a very difficult issue.
Well, it's getting to her a bit because her resting heart rate is 62. Wish her well.
Well, on the whole, that wasn't a bad jump. She didn't attack it that hard, but into these conditions, I'm not surprised. She set herself into a very good in-run position, not very explosive on the takeoff, but a very solid landing. So I don't think it's a very big jump, but it's a safe jump.
You just said rubbish. Why'd you say that?
I just felt like it was slow coming down. There's so much snow on the track.
Yeah, but I suppose if that is a problem, it's going to be the same for everybody.
Yeah, of course. Exactly. It will be fair, but that was not a good... I don't feel like I could have done a lot better, I think.
So, OK, let's find out if it was enough. Your distance was...
Yeah.
14.5 metres. I know it is shorter, but everybody's going to be going through the same thing.
Well, I just flattened the snow down on the metal for everybody.
So you're thinking you might have done other people a favour?
I don't know, but I'm not
Don't
happy
think
with
the
it. I'm
worst
not
yet.
happy
There's
with
lots of
it.
snow
I'm
still
happy with
falling.
it.
Louise T, everyone!
Thank you.
OK, back to the snowboarding. The next two celebrities racing for a place in tomorrow night's final. Let's see who they are.
I love snowboarding, obviously could do it every day. I'm starting with like 4 or 5 weeks snowboard experience in the past. You know, obviously naturally I'm kind of better than everyone else. Snowboarding should be my event.
John, coming back to the beginner slope, for him, he thinks it's boring. He's beginning to get a bit bored himself, and he's also distracting other people.
I think the competition here is pretty easy, I think. Just need to get the top of the mountain.
John needs to make sure that he doesn't get overconfident. Now it's getting closer and closer to the event, the other guys are going to be snapping on his heels for sure.
I'm in the semis, I know I'm going to make it to the final. I'm going to rip it up.
Race 2, John Allen Butterworth against JB Gill.
Knew it! Not making it easy for me, are you?
It's getting on my nerves. It's going to be a horrendous event. Excuse me. I think there's a much steeper learning curve with snowboarding than there is with skiing. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Different discipline. And your body's not used to moving in that way. Your body's not used to having to deal with the different edges. Getting on my nerves.
It's just down to the fact that it's loose.
That's what I'm trying to say, it's the speed.
So much of snowboarding is just getting through that weirdness.
JB, can I chat to you before you head up?
It's annoying when you can't get it right. I'm doggedly determined at everything. Any skill that you're trying to learn, you have to keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, and hopefully you improve. Yeah, buddy. That's more like it.
He's worked really hard on it from a shaky start to where he is now is awesome.
JB, brilliant!
Woo! I reckon JB thinks he's probably improved enough to take me down, but I don't think he has.
I've been drawn against John Allen 3 times in this competition. He's beaten me twice, and it's not going to happen again. See y'all in a bit.
Fighting talk there, I love it from JB. I mean, John Allen, obviously this was your event, you were really looking forward to this, and I mean, JB, how annoying to get pulled against John Allen.
Very annoying. 3 days snowboarding against I don't even know how many years, but I did my best.
But you really gave it your all, didn't you? Because it's hard, isn't it?
Of course, all you can give is 100%, so that's what I did.
Love it. Okay, so it's a man who used to be in the RAF versus a man who used to be in JLS. OMG, it's race time. Let's get back to Barry in the commentary box.
Welcome back to Kutai for the second of our semi-final snowboard races. John Allen Butterworth against JB Gill. 2 determined characters. Renewing rivalries. This is the 3rd competition they've had head-to-head. And this event, John Allen loves it. JB Gill is a bit frustrated by it, but it's JB Gill who gets out the quicker and takes the line that he wants, which is maybe a little wider than John Allen would like. Very, very close, goodness me. And they almost lose the heel a little bit. Get the impression that John Allen is biding his time, looking for the right moment to come past, and now trying to get around the back. Oh, and they caught each other, and they were both down, but John Allen is quicker up on his feet. JB Gill, a bit stuck in the netting. John Allen is away and comes to the finish to take his place in the final. And JB Gill will have to jump again. It was all so close, and then it was all fall down.
Well, take you out in front of you.
You sideswiped straight into me.
How? I was in front of you, I'm going to take you out.
I didn't take myself out, you fell over and I fell over.
I didn't fall over. You came across me.
We have to watch on the replay, I was on the outside.
Here's John Allen trying to get round the outside. JB Gill aware of him, moves his way, can't get the turn, and in doing so he brings John Allen down and falls himself.
Well, congratulations, John Allen. You are in the final. It was a tricky thing, that, because you were trying to come round the outside, but you couldn't manoeuvre to get out of the way.
Well, obviously, I'm not as experienced at getting out of the way.
Exactly.
It's the first time I've ever raced, so I don't think I maliciously took him out, though.
How well did JB do, though?
JB was absolutely amazing for how little training he had. You know, I take my hats off to him. It was amazing, and it wasn't intentional. I said that from the start. That clip made it worse than it was.
Yeah, I understand. So listen, it means that you are going to be facing the jump to stay in the competition, JB. So you go get yourself ready for the jump. We're going to be seeing you a little bit later on. John Allen and JB, everyone! Thank you. Okay, so it's time to induct more celebrities into our Hall of Fame. They're going to be immortalised on our wall forevermore. And next, for somehow walking away from the skeleton in one piece, it is Phil.
You don't know, darling.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he's off.
You gave us a bit of a shock there.
What?
Well, on the skeleton.
Well, it's like being thrown out the back of a motor car.
And for that precise reason, you deserve to be on the Wall of Fame, everyone! Okay, our next Hall of Fame inductee for the greatest upset in jump history. He took down the Tyndall. It's Louis.
That's an excellent speed, 101 kilometers per hour. What's his final time going to be? 44.79.
Louis, you stay in the competition! Still making me laugh.
Oh, I know, it's fabulous. I had such a good time. I can't believe I beat him.
And it'll be with you forever. You'll have beaten Mike Tyndall forever. For that, you go on the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
For setting the next one into the Hall of Fame is for setting an actual new world record. We're so proud of her. It's Heather. say that it's been really great getting to know you, and you're such an inspiration, but also thank you very much for your expert tips about the skiing.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed it. It's been brilliant, and just watching everyone progress.
Yeah, and your little words of wisdom for me, so I've been able to talk about it on camera and everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you're on the Hall of Fame! Heather Mills! Right, our final inductee into the 2015 Hall of Fame for innovative use of a ski lift, it's Joey Essex.
Oh, man down. Go on, Joey, go on. Hold on, dude, hold on. Oh my God. Stop going. What an
It's the only way. It's the only way to get on the hill.
And for that, and for making us laugh a lot, Joey Essex, you go on the wall in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
So those are our
you.
Hall of Fame inductees. I'm sure you'll agree that they all earned their place. The jump class of 2015, everybody. Yay! Now, after the break, Chloe and Louise H take to their snowboards for a place in tomorrow night's final. Don't go anywhere.
I hope Richard and Judy aren't watching because they're going to be in tears when I take Chloe down.
Welcome back to the jump. It's semi-final night. Earlier, JB lost his snowboard slalom, and now he's got to face the jump. So we're going to be jumping tonight. The person who goes furthest will be through to tomorrow night's live grand final, and the remaining two will then have to jump again to stay in the competition. So JB is ready up at the top. So it's over to Barry and Eddie in the commentary box.
Again, up with the trees. He's on the jump K24. It's snowing even harder. He's got 14.5 to beat. His best in training has been 16.
Yeah, JB looks immensely composed there, 95 heartbeats per minute, so he's looking good. He's got to focus now with all this visibility, this lack of visibility. He's really got to focus and do the technique right. Oh, it's going down. He's looking good. He's looking composed.
What about the landing, Eddie? Is that more difficult than snow?
He has to prepare for the landing earlier, but it will be softer. Actually, that wasn't such a bad jump. He was set back on his skis. As soon as he was coming down the in-run, coming through that transition, he must have sat back a little bit. His skis are way up high, but it was not a bad jump. Hopefully, it'll be enough. Oh, a little V there. Very impressive.
How do you think it went?
As good as possible because I've been falling a lot in training. Okay. So that's a landed jump and I'm happy
You were
with that.
so nervous, weren't you, about doing that?
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous, but I'm glad to get out of the way.
So, JB, we know that Louise T jumped a distance of 14.5 metres. Anything less than that and you will definitely have to jump again, which I know you really don't want to do. So let's find out your distance. You jumped. Oh, 14.5 metres, so it's an absolute tie, which means that we will revert to the speed from the snowboarding. So, let's have a look and see the speeds, the results. So Louise did the course in 71.96 seconds.
Solid.
JB, you did the course in 45.15 seconds. So Louise, I'm afraid you are definitely going to jump again. But for now, Louise Thompson, everybody! So, time for our last two celebrities to go head-to-head on snowboards.
Dankeschön. If I could master that T-bar, I reckon I'd be smashing it down the slope right now. I'll be automating it. My problem is I always want to keep up with the boys. Come on. And that is how I ended up on a red run with Mike. I don't think I was quite ready for it yet.
Well, do us a massive favour, don't do that again. There's reasons why we're doing the things that we're doing.
If I take this a bit slower and I don't put so much pressure on myself to cane it, hopefully it'll work in my advantage. I think I'm getting a 10 though, which is a bit of a what?
Race 3, Chloe Madeley. You'll be racing Louise Hazel.
Let's go, girl! It's going to be the slowest race ever.
I don't hate the snowboard. Snowboard hates me. Snowboarding is by far the hardest discipline I've ever had to master. Before I came out here, I was really looking forward to snowboarding. Now, bothered, not interested at all. I can't even bother to go and get that. I've decided to just have a little break, because my bum is on fire, like my arse cheeks are absolutely killing me. But first you don't succeed, dust yourself off. Yeah. Is this cheating?
Louise Hazel might be a heptathlete, but she can jog on because I am winning.
I hope Richard and Judy aren't watching tonight because they're going to be in tears when I take Chloe down.
Do you know Judy and Richard are staying in the same hotel as you? You can't go saying things about that like that about their daughter.
It's too late now.
You're going to be in big trouble with the dudes and Rich.
So disrespectful.
So disrespectful. Okay, listen, one's got competitive spirit in her DNA. The other has Richard and Judy in her DNA. It's Louise H versus Chloe. It's race time and it's over to Barry.
The last of the semi-finals, Louise Hazel against Chloe Madeley. Louise certainly hasn't found this particular event easy to adapt to. Is this the chink in the athlete's armour? Chloe Madeley will be hoping so. Away they go, Chloe the better, Louise a little gingerly. Oh, and she catches the heel edge and she's down. Chloe looking much more comfortable, if a little slow here. A little gingerly, and down she goes. And Louise is up and may well catch her here. Here she comes from behind her and she's going to get past her. Chloe's still struggling to get herself together. Chloe Madeley down for the second time, nearly took Louise out. It's not all over yet though. Down she goes. Louise improvises quite beautifully to come down at the finish, but she had beaten her opponent from the moment they nearly clashed. Chloe Madeley has just completely lost her way. 51.33 is the winning time.
Well done, Chloe. Well done, baby. Good luck, honey.
That is so well done, Louise H. Louise H has a place in the final. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Well done, Chloe.
Tough on Chloe though, because she did so well at the beginning. Fighting start there.
I forgot how to snowboard. I don't know what happened. I could have beat you.
So it means that you're going to be facing the jump tonight. So you go get yourself ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. Chloe, everyone. Right, so Chloe is going to join Louise T and JB in jumping to stay in the competition, and one of them will be leaving. And believe me, none of them want to do that at this stage. So here's what a place in tomorrow's final would mean to them.
Away she goes, the pocket rocket.
I never thought that I would find anything so hard.
Mike Tyndall against Louise Thompson.
I've had to race against really tough people.
She's catching it, it's going to be a very tight finish.
Had such a roller coaster. Really happy and then really injured and sad. The only thing that is keeping me going is the final. Being in the final, it would just feel insane. I mean, I want to be up there in that like elite group.
Have the competitors underestimated JB Gill?
I'd be really disappointed if I didn't make it through to the final. I've beaten Steve-O in the ski cross. I beat Mike, the favourite, in the bobsleigh.
And by heck, he got a good push.
I've jumped a couple of times and managed to get through the jump-offs. I've put my body through so much stress, and it would be a shame to fall at the last hurdle.
Chloe Madeley knows what she has to do.
There's no denying that this competition is extreme. It is relentless. We're one step away now from the final. I feel like I've worked really hard. I feel like I earned it. There is no way in hell that I am going home without a fight.
After the break, Chloe heads to the jump for a place in tomorrow night's final. Somebody is about to fall at the last hurdle. Don't go away. Welcome back to the jump. Chloe is one of 3 people jumping tonight. Whoever goes the furthest is going to be through to tomorrow's live grand final. The others are going to have to jump again to stay in the competition. JB's distance of 14.5 metres is currently the one to beat. Chloe is ready at the top. It's over to Barry and Eddie in the commentary box.
And she's up at the top for the K24, the 4th time she's faced a jump. She's done 1 air jump and 2 here at Natters on this jump. 60 metres, 14.5 previously. But she has done 18 in training. Big heart rate, normally resting at 62.
That was quite a solid jump there by Chloe. Setting herself very well. A little bit high, not bad effort in the takeoff, and a little bit wobbly in the air, but a safe landing. Quite a long jump.
The parents think it will be good enough.
So how different is it in these kind of conditions?
Dude, rehearsals really freaked me and Lou out particularly because when it's more snow, you brake, so you hit the snow and you immediately slow down. Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. You just go with it.
Okay, well, let's see how you did. So JB is currently top with a distance of 14.5 metres. Beat that, Chloe, and you are in the final. Anything less, you'll have to jump again. So let's find out if you jumped further. Leave days ago, weren't they?
I know, and then they were like, we think we might stay, and I thought, oh, that might be a good sign.
Yeah, maybe we'll stay a bit longer, and another day, and here you are.
Well, I needed a good jump after that snowboard.
Yes, you did. I'm not going to lie. Listen, Louise T and JB, you go and get ready. You are going to be jumping again to keep your place in the final. So off you go that way, guys, and go and prepare. Oh, okay, go get your stuff over there. Thanks, JB. It's down to their next jump. And for all our semi-finalists, that thing over there has given them and their coaches moments that they will never forget.
This year, the celebrities have been incredible. We've had some really big jumps, and sometimes that means big falls. Mike Tyndall's one of the best celebrities I've ever taught, like the Terminator. Well, Mike's problem is landing. He smashed himself so bad, he had a big hole in the jump. He just gets back up and goes again. Louise Thompson, Pocket Rocket, is a great size for ski jumping. Yes! She's been jumping 16, 17 metres off the middle hill. And in the final, if she jumps the big hill, I hope she really pulls it out the bag. JB, when he started, was a lazy jumper. I had a word with him. Wake up. Get yourself awake. Really good. Excellent. Very good. JB has had some big falls. If he gets his head in the game, he's a force to be reckoned with. Louise Hazel, when she first started, she was very nervous. When we eventually got the inner athlete to come out in her, then no stopping her. Louise was the first girl to go off the big hill. I think that kind of says it all, huh? John Allen Butterworth, proper warrior. He was very impatient and he wanted to get up to the big hills quickly. I was trying to slow him down. He ended up crashing, smashing himself up. Although he's missed a few training days, he's making up for lost time.
John Allen, he's the only one I'm competitive with. I just want to beat him.
Chloe Madeley, in the beginning, she showed a lot of potential. She just needs to get herself together, believe in herself, because she could do a big jump off the 40.
Hey, I'm through to the final. I've gone all this way without doing the jump once.
Life's full of surprises. Joey the Eagle. I think Joey could give Eddie a run for his money. Joey's problem is, if he thinks he's going to fall, he falls. When he decides he's going to really go for it, I think we're going to see some good jumps from him. This is a mixed bag, and they've all got different strengths, different weaknesses. Anything can happen in the final. Focus, balance point, go for it.
Judy, come here, Judy. Judy, we've got to get Judy down here. So listen, because our daughter's like in the final, this is big news. Yeah, got to have Judy in here. You must be so happy.
Yes, I mean, she did amazing jumping before we went on air tonight, but, you know, it's a penalty shootout.
She pulled it out of the bag.
She pulled it out of the bag and she's in the final. I can't believe it.
Yay! And listen, we've got to talk to you. Oh, go on, Judy.
No, I was just going to say, the first time tonight, I felt really, really calm. I felt completely zenned out, and I thought she'd do it. So,
and she did. Now, listen, I need to talk to you because you haven't jumped yet.
I know.
Oh, and I actually think that's
the idea, isn't it? That's the idea. Don't jump.
But it's a disadvantage because you're going to have to jump in the final.
I know, but that's what I mean. I'm not really good at jumping, so I've just tried swerving it as much as possible.
But that means
he's good at everything, and he says he's not good at anything.
I've noticed that.
They think I've got a game plan. I'll just pull it out of the bag, man.
No, you don't.
It's a total game plan. What do you think? This is a new side to Joey. The game plan.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I'm buying into it. It's a game plan. I'll be honest with you.
But I think he might be.
I said earlier, if Joey focuses on something, he's good at every event. He's just got to focus on it.
Yeah. But weirdly, he doesn't seem to have been focusing on much, and he still does really well. Yeah. But actually, he's not done many jumps under pressure, and you guys have.
Well, maybe that's the trick. If Joey doesn't think, Joey does really well. So, Joe, you know, tomorrow night, just switch off, babe. Switch right off.
So, on final night, they are all cleared for the big one, which is so exciting. But right now, Louise T and JB still have work to do. One of them will go through, one of them will go out right now. Horrible thought, isn't it? Because I love both of them. Louise T is jumping first. She's ready. At the top, over to Barry and Eddie.
There she is, getting herself comfortable. Little smile on the face at the moment. She's capable of doing better than she did in the first jump. And I suppose this is a question of fortune favours the brave, or maybe he or she who dares wins.
She's got to pull something out of the bed. She's got to explode on that takeoff and get those few extra meters. That was a much better jump. She set herself well right from the start. Great through the transition there. A much better launch through the air. A little bit wobbly in the air, but she landed it well. That's a much better jump from Louise Thompson.
Okay, Louise, you're smiling. You must feel a bit better about that.
I do. I just tried to straighten my legs as hard as I could.
Okay, well, let's find out your distance.
Thanks, guys.
You're in the lead! 17, that's a personal best! Oh! So, wait.
I felt like I was in the air for a while.
We still don't know if that's enough.
I know.
We still don't know if that's enough. JB's ready at the top. Let's get back to Barry and Eddie.
And the pressure certainly on JB. Amazing performance by Louise Thompson. Falls in the skiing, gets up and sets the fastest time, has a second jump to make and makes a personal best. That is what JB Gill has got to do as well.
He saw Louise jump, so he knows he's got to pull something out of the bag now. Oh, JB, there was nothing there. He was quite high coming down the in-run there, very high at the takeoff. There was nowhere to go, there was no explosion, not a very long jump. I don't think he's done it.
JB, that looked miles better. How did it feel?
I don't know. I don't know if I popped enough at the end.
You know, I know you guys have worked so hard to get here, and this is for a place in the final. One more day to go, so close. And yet so far, one of you will be leaving now. Louise T, she jumped an awesome distance of 17 metres for a place in the final. JB, did you jump further? Let's find out. Oh no, JB! Louise, you're through! Congratulations! Well done, JB, so gutted for you, mate.
What can I say?
You've been
Great
so
jump.
lovely to
Great
have.
jump to lose to. Sorry, Davina.
You've been so lovely to have on the show. It's been lovely getting to know you.
Thank you.
What have you enjoyed the most?
Bobsleigh. I mean, I won the event. I was very, very pleased with that.
Well, listen, thank you so much. And, one day away from the final. But Louise, it's all about you. Congratulations, Louise T. Yes. So, 17 metres. Personal best.
That's awesome. That's wicked.
Pulled it out of the bag really when you needed it.
Yeah, and tomorrow, gonna go further.
And you're going to be formidable because your jumps have got you this far. They're going to be up.
A lot of practice.
Yeah, exactly. So at last we know which celebrities are in tomorrow's live grand final, and it's going to be a biggie. It's the final!
I've never got this far in anything. I can't believe it.
Don't try and mess with me. They'll come out worse for you.
I'm definitely in with a chance of winning.
I put my body through enough punishment, so I'm here to win.
Can Joey win this? Yes, he can.
That's it for tonight. Tomorrow night it is the jump final. Mike, Joey, John Allen, Louise H, Chloe and Louise T all battle it out to be crowned the jump champion 2015. Cherry Healy's going to be getting us warmed up for that. 7:30 on E4. Then we're back here, Channel 4, 8 p.m. for the main event. Our finalists are going to be taking on ski cross, the jump and air jump. There can only be one winner. Until then, good night from Austria!